Hey ladies, happy Sunday. Here is your Sunday Nugget. As you can see, I've got the girls here. We are still on the island, but of course I just wanted to keep you updated on sort of what the schedule is looking at for the next few weeks. So we are into week 7 starting next week. That means we have 4 more weeks through to this session, and then we will move into the fall session. So the splits will change, the intensities will change, etc. But I want to just remind you of the intensity that needs to be going on if your body is feeling okay. So we need to make sure that you're pushing as heavy and as hard as you can. If you do not have the proper loads that are making or getting to the rep requirements that I'm encouraging you to get to, then add pulses, slow things down, like especially for the squats, right? We can go down nice and slow, and then you can hold it there for a minute, maybe come up halfway, then go back down, come up a little quicker. So add intensity by changing the tempo, which is very, very important. I really want you to keep a mindset of pushing as intensely as you possibly can. That is extremely important at this time. I am going to deload you in the next few weeks as well. So we've got week 7, week 8, week 9, week 10, week 11, week 12. So we've got 6 weeks left, but I probably will deload you after 4 weeks. I'm going to kind of get some feedback from some of the clients that I speak to on a one-on-one basis, see how they're doing. And from that, I will make a decision on whether we're going to deload in for 2 weeks or 1 week. You can also reach out to me on our Facebook page with any kind of feedback on how you're feeling. And then just remember that if your body is not feeling great, just do the best you can. Remember, anything that you're doing is still contributing to improvements. So it's really important that you continue to get the body moving, fire those muscles the best they can. And even if the weight has to be low due to injuries, etc., it's absolutely okay. Luna. So if you have any questions about specific injuries or things that you're wondering where you should and shouldn't push, this is the time that like the Facebook page is a really good opportunity to be reaching out and asking me anything that you possibly can. I'm going to head on to the computer now and go through check-ins. My apology, just because I've been away and dealing with the munchkins, I haven't been doing the best at check-ins, but I'm going to go back and go through the last 2 days to make sure that we're all doing well. I'm actually super pumped to watch all of you and how well you've been doing this summer. This is probably the best summer that I've seen in terms of compliance in a very long time. So well done. And remember, if you haven't been great, that's also okay. This is a destiny that never has an ending. We can always improve tomorrow, next week. The sooner the better, obviously, but I never want you to feel defeated if you haven't been doing the best you can. Maybe you've decided to do more outdoor walking, more biking, etc. I still feel like we can and should commit to these strength sessions the best we can. We're all on vacations, but not all summer. And so we do the best we can when we are around, and anything you do is contributing to your improved wellness. So please keep that in mind. It's never too late to get back into it and to push. So for the next 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, I will make a decision closer to the end of the summer session on how much or how long we're going to deload, but really try to push the intensity here. Really try to make sure that the last 2 or 3, maybe you're reaching failure. You obviously for big muscles like squats and pull-ups and deadlifts and hip thrusts, you might need some type of spot if you are reaching those thresholds. But things like biceps, shoulder presses, tricep extensions, the smaller muscles, you can definitely reach where you're coming up. Obviously, when you're doing a shoulder raise, I just looked at myself, you want to make sure that your shoulder and your elbow and your wrist are all on the exact same plane, right? So this is hard. And if you need to shorten the leverage to make it easier, everything still stays in the same plane and you're not shrugging. That's just a shoulder example because it kind of looked like I was doing it wrong there. But if you are reaching failure, you know, you might not be able to get that last one up. That's sort of what I'm looking for. You don't have to train like that. But I would like for you to try your best to look at the rep range, and your goal is to make sure the last few are a push. Okay, so we really want to improve in our strength, and then deload coming into the end of the summer. So if you have been taking more time off, obviously this isn't going to really pertain to you. You might want to you know, take it down a notch. Obviously, because you're in the signature program, the program is very progressive. And so if you've taken some time off and you're getting back into it due to maybe this little pep talk, maybe you might want to take less reps or less sets or take away some of the exercises. I would, of course, always recommend you integrate the mobility, right? If our mobility isn't, if our flexibility and the muscles aren't moving through those ranges of motion through a threshold, it's going to be very difficult for your muscles to be challenged. So my recommendation would be to really focus on the mobility if you are struggling with injuries. Okay, so that's it for now. Keep pushing. Please reach out to me on the Facebook page. I am now back online every single day, and I will continue to cheer all of you on for the next, obviously, summer session, and I'll keep you posted on what I decide in a couple of weeks in terms of deload. So keep pushing, super proud of you, and stay tuned to when we chat next week. And I'm going to also provide new mobility this week as well. I did roll my ankle last night walking the munchkins, so we're gonna have to see how that goes, but hey, we're gonna just do the best we can here. Anyways, I appreciate all of you. I love you lots, and we will see you very, very soon, and also on the Facebook page. Mwah.